Hello, my name is Diane. Welcome to my channel, Purple Flame Tarot. I'm new to this. I'm new to YouTube. This is my very first video. So I thought I would start out with my first spread is an overview of 2018, of what is to come. If you want to know more about me, you can see below, and I will be doing an intro video. I just wanted to get this one uploaded I'm already so late getting into it. Frankly, I waited for the new moon, so I'll be doing January's coming up shortly for the different signs. So I pulled a significator for the year, and what we have here is the Wheel of Fortune, which I would say is very fortuitous. It is moving out of one cycle and into another, and we are leaving 2017 to enter 2018, so that is it. It's just perfect that that card came up. It's just a click over into the next cycle. Okay. For January, the card we have is the Two of Swords. This woman is sitting there, and she's holding her swords, and she's blindfolded. And she's got her swords and her arms crossed over her breast for self-protection, self-preservation. But I feel like it's because there's something she doesn't want to see. She could easily lay a sword down and remove the blindfold, but once she does and she sees whatever she's hiding from, then she has to deal with it. You have to act. So I would advise that we all do that. Lay down the sword, remove the blindfold, and face whatever our fears are, whatever it is that we're trying to hide from. Don't let anybody just lead you blindly. Make sure that you see what's going on, see what you're walking into. It's a lot of changes are coming. When I pulled the main cards, by the way, I did go ahead and shuffle and lay the cards out due to time constraints. So I went ahead and pulled the significator too. Excuse me, not the significator, the clarifier. This is my second time of doing this because I accidentally deleted the first version. So anyway, the clarifier for the Two of Swords is release. Archangel Azrael, the end of phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. Same thing. The end of a situation, a new beginning, time to move on. Time to remove those blindfolds. Time to move forward. There is transformation coming. Okay, so that's January. For February, we have the card of Temperance. This is moderation. That would be moderation in all aspects of your life. Alcohol, overeating, overindulging, gambling, speech. I have to work on that myself. So, anyway, it's saying stay in this, be spiritual, be in the spiritual realm. Listen to your emotions, but don't become overwhelmed by them. Your emotions, stay grounded. Also, she has 1 foot in the water, emotion, subconscious, 1 on the land. Stay grounded. The cup she is emptying to and fro is replenish what is drained. If you're feeling you're drained out of whatever it might be, either use more moderation so that you don't use it up, or replenish it. And that's the word for February. Okay. And the card the clarifier that came up for February is the Lovers, Archangel Raphael. And this is intimate relationships. Carefully watch your decisions and good health. So, to go with Temperance, that would be, the moderation, taking care of your health, taking care of things. And carefully weigh your decisions, which would also go back to the first card of indecision. Okay, for March, we have the Two of Wands. He has made it to the top, and he's standing there, and he's overlooking a harbor. There are no, it's an empty harbor. He's waiting for his ships to come in, and they will come in. But he's being held back, and I believe he's holding himself back. There's a small barrier there. It's just a small retaining wall that he could step over. I mean, it's not it's not something hard to do. So it may be, I feel like it's possibly self-imposed. Excuse my voice, guys. I'm sorry. I've got terrible allergies right now. Anyway, it's also saying trade your worm's eye view for a bird's eye view. Sometimes you just have to get back from the situation to be able to see the whole picture. And the clarifier that came up for that is the Ten of Water, which would be the Ten of Cups in the regular tarot. This is saying a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So, see, his ships will come in. It's just saying trust in that. Okay, for April, we have the Queen of Pentacles. She is a woman that is all about the home. She's a homemaker. That's not to say she doesn't work also, because a lot of us do. But she is concerned about financial security. She's all about making sure the home is stable, and she takes care of things. And I don't know if you can see or not, but there's a little bitty rabbit here in the corner. So it's also the sign of fertility, the card of fertility. If someone is wanting to plan a family, or trying to get pregnant, or that would be the time. It's a sign of fertility. It's a sign of new growth, new birth. April is spring, and there's growth all around her, even above her. You know, it's things coming back to life. Okay, and the clarifier that came up for that is renewal. It says, review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. And that follows the two previous cards also. And the review and evaluate. Renewal, So they both go hand in hand also. They actually turned out pretty good. I was surprised so many of them do match. So well. Okay. February, March, April, May. For May, we have the Ace of Cups. I almost said the Ace of Love. Cups normally stand for love. This is God's hand offering you another cup, another try. The dove is bringing a token. It's like a blessing. The dove is bringing a blessing. This is a blessing from heaven. And the cup is overflowing. So it's saying there will be love. Don't feel loveless, because there is love all around you. It will be there. All you have to do is reach for it. Okay, the clarifier that came up for that is the Star, Archangel Jophiel. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans, saying you're on the right path. So that would go along also with the, obviously, new offers of love. You're on the right path. Optimistic, long-term plans. And that follows the home security. Okay, for the next card, we have the Nine of Cups. This is about wishes fulfilled. Doesn't mean you can make a wish now and get it, but there's obviously something you've been wanting that you will get. Okay, but I sense in this card also, he's sitting there a little too smug with all these cups. So it's almost like he's protecting them. He's scared that somebody may get some, that somebody may take some of his cups or possessions or whatever it is that he's guarding there. But it's saying if you have more than you need, share. Don't be greedy. That's all. You don't have to give away what's yours, and never ever put yourself in a bind to do that, but share if you can. And the clarifier for that is the Page of Fire. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. So, you will be getting your wish. Something that you're wanting there. Okay, for July, we have the Fool. Okay, the Fool is the card of new adventures. It's about innocence, being naive. He's about to walk right off this cliff. He's got his little bag there, and he's off. I'm going to explore the world, or wherever he's going. And the little dog's trying to warn him, watch where you're stepping. Now, sometimes we do need to take a leap of faith. So you have to decide, is this, taking a leap of faith, is it worth it? Is it something that's true? But it's also saying, look before you leap. Don't just walk off blindly and foolish, naively follow somebody over a cliff. Pay attention. Make sure you know where you're going. And the clarifier for that is the King of Water. This is trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. I'm sorry about this light. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. Okay. So on your adventures, be trustworthy, but be smart. And the charity work goes back to the card before again, which is the wishes card, and share if you can. Okay, for August, we have the Empress. This is the Mama card, the Mother card, Mother Earth, Mother Nature. It can be the maternal instinct. It's about, I know it's not spring either, it's August, but maybe it's more about the harvest than the planting and the growth, but there is a lot of growth around her. I think it's probably saying partly that we need to get back to nature and take care of the environment. For her to nurture us, we have to nurture her. So we benefit from her bountifulness, so we need to take care of her. Okay, the clarifier for that is the Sun, Archangel Uriel. It says, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. Okay, and you can see all the new growth around him. The flowers, the growth growing right out of the mountainside, almost out of the castle-like. Okay, for September, we have the Seven of Wands. This is a card of overcoming obstacles. You may feel like you're under attack, and that may make you feel insecure. He has a boot on one foot and a shoe on the other. Maybe you feel like you're on uneven ground or, uneven footing. It can be people attacking you with gossip, with tribalism, you're not one of us, that kind of thing. But it doesn't matter, whatever it is, even though it's 6-1, you still have the vantage point, and you can and will overcome them. So I wouldn't take it too serious when that happens for that month. That's just the general feeling of that month. Maybe we all feeling like we're attacked or something, but they're not going to harm you. They're not going to have their way. And what clarifies that is the Ace of Fire. Okay, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement. Change your life now. Okay, so wands are about work or social. So maybe at work, people, it could be either one. But when we feel like we're under attack or whatever, it's saying that it's because changes are coming. But it's advancement and new opportunities. Okay. October, we have the Five of Cups. Okay, this to me is about loss. It can be about grief. Whether that's the loss of a person or not, I'm not sure. I don't see it here. Could be the loss of a love, the loss of a friendship, the loss of a job. There's a lot of things that we could grieve for. But the thing is, he's so focused on what he's lost that he's disregarding what's behind him, and that would be the 2 cups that are left. So all is not lost. We need to, at that point when we feel maybe devastated and grieving for something, turn around and focus on what's left. Try to be grateful for what you have left. It may be, there may be enough left to build on. You can try again. Don't walk away from something that may be salvageable. And you see the river in front of him, it just keeps flowing, The river didn't stop because you're grieving. Life goes on. And not trying to be cold or anything, because like I said, I don't think it's a real death of a person. But it's just saying, pay attention to what's left. Don't focus so much on what's gone. And the clarifier for that, 5 of Cups, is the 6 of Earth. Gifts of money, time, or effort. New career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. Okay. Gifts of money, time, or effort. New career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. Okay. With this more gone than left, there will be new opportunities there also. Career, possibly, which goes back to the card before. Every one of them are going back. Anyway, it's about finances there, so all is not lost. Okay, September, October, November. For November, we have the 5 of Wands. This is bickering. It's not anything serious. It's kids hitting each other with sticks, but actually they're not making contact. They're not hitting each other. They're only hitting each other's sticks. So it's nothing serious. And that would go back to the maybe feeling attacked. This is, I feel like people venting, people ranting, whether it's online or at work or, wherever. It's people, it's like everything has just been so stressful that all of a sudden they get a chance to vent. And don't take it too personal. Don't take it to heart, because I feel like that's all it is. There's absolutely nothing around here to show a deep, burst of anger or, anything like that. Nothing harmful. Okay, and the clarifier for that is the Page of Air. Logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information, delays or changes to plan. Truth delivered without tact, which that would maybe make some people angry, and people will want to lash out at that. But it's not, fighting, that kind of thing. So, honest, impulsive, curious, delays or changes to plans. So remember in November, when that comes up, truth delivered without tact. So there may be, a lot of frustration going on, a lot of maybe ill-conceived plans. Maybe it was a bad time to travel or something, spoiled your plans. But it's saying that it's not the end of the world, Get mad and get over it, I guess. Okay. For December, 2 cards came out. And, this is, first was the the 3 of Coins. Okay. This is the card of the craftsman. He is a master craftsman. These are apparently architects over here. Now, he could be building something for them that they're instructing him on. But I feel like he's building his own foundation. It's saying if you're doing that, if you're building your own foundation or building a home or something of that sort, there is no shame in asking for guidance. Turn to people that know more about it than you do, so you have a good solid foundation. You don't want to use subpar materials, and you don't want to use subpar information. You want to ask the best. You want to get the right information so you know what you're doing. And it's there. It's lasting. So this is building foundations. The card that came up with it, which I guess would cross it, is the 9 of Wands. Okay, to me this is about anxiety. It's he has his wands, and he's looking down the road and sometimes this is just about worried about what's coming next. But in this case, I feel like he's protective of them. It's like he's worked hard for that. He's built it up, and that would go back to the craftsman. He's built this, and he's trying to protect it. He doesn't want to let it go. Don't let somebody just come in and take what's yours. And I do believe that's what it is. That you've built a foundation, you've worked hard for it, and you're not going to just let somebody walk in and take it. Okay, the clarifier for the Nine of Wands and Three of Coins is the Ace of Water. Oh, can you see that? Okay. Anyway, this is about falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. Okay, so maybe, this is about the foundation also, building a new home, and it can be a spiritual foundation. He is underwater. That's subconscious. That is the spiritual. So maybe you have some anxiety about it, but as long as you put in a good foundation, it'll all be good. It'll come to pass good. Okay, I pulled in the very beginning. I've done I Ching for 20 plus years, but I always threw the coins and did the hexagrams myself. And I happened across this deck of I Ching cards. I didn't know there was such a thing. So anyway, I tried it, and it's been so far very accurate to the same as if I did it. So I pulled this to go along with the significator for the Wheel of Fortune. It's just telling us that we're all entering a new cycle. Maybe something way different from what it has been. Okay, so what we need to maybe be wary of is 47. And I'm sorry I've gotten out of practice a little bit, so I'm going to have to look up the meanings. And we'll get back in it and know the cards myself. But these cards don't have any meaning or anything on them, and you can't really even go by the picture. You just have to know what the hexagrams are. So 47 is lake over water. Water is drained away from the lake, leaving it dry and barren. In human life, character is proven in times of adversity, when it seems like all joy has drained from life. Maintaining hope and good cheer under hard circumstances can bring exhaustion of spirit. When fate is unkind, care must be taken to replenish what has been used up. One must remain true to oneself. Okay. So this fits in with the new cycle for sure. And we had several other cards, at least the Temperance, about replenishing. So hope has not drained from life. Just replenish it. There's plenty to be grateful for. Okay, and then I asked for a card to clarify something that we need to know. Advice coming into the next year, the new year. And 2 cards came out. The 48 and 12. So I think I remember the 48, but I'm not going to trust my memory right now. I will be studying them again. Okay. 48 is water above wind. Civilizations come and go, but some things remain stable and essential. The wheel symbolizes the foundation of life that endure as outward social forms change. The wooden bucket is lowered into the water and drawn up generation after generation. So, too, does the spirit of humanity return again and again to draw from the well of divine wisdom. This is about the inexhaustible life source. So that's advice. Civilizations come and go, some things remain stable. The well signifies the foundation of life as social forms change. The bucket is lowered into the water and drawn up generation after generation. So, this too shall pass. Not sure how to take that, but that's advice. The spirit of humanity returns again and again. We will survive. Okay, the next card is the number 12. And stand still. Heaven above earth. When harshness and darkness prevail, even the best people may withdraw from society to avoid being corrupted. By protecting themselves rather than actively working for the good, they allow people with negative purposes to seize power. In time, passivity can become stagnation and the will to fight is extinguished. Okay, that doesn't sound good at all. But that's why 2 cards came out. That's why it gave us the 48, to say that it will be replenished. That well never runs dry. Life will go on and people will be nourished. So, I hope you enjoyed my reading. I do apologize for the light. Apologize for me being slow at this. I'm just not used to it. But I'll get there with your help. If you like, click like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. And I will be back for the 12 signs to do January layouts, January readings. Thank you all very much. I hope you have a Merry, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate. Enjoy and believe that God is the root of it all. And a Happy New Year. Good night.